Commando sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a cross, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. You're in a...
So glad you realize who you really are.
You can't contradict yourself like that.
Because you can't deny...
But remember...
Guess left can be right, sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. One down soon. Closer. Flex those arms. The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. All things end. Bullets everywhere. Sharp steel. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Hot metal. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. The right key could open this. The sound of spark metal. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential... There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Swoon. Cutting edge. Nice shot. Close encounter. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank... There have been rumors. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is... There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember that. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. The potato people. found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is... Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to... Now that you've seen the Nonos connect... One day... He says you'd better... He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life. The tree started to... Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working. Wiz is still repairing. Regardless, you'll meet again. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Immer sejler troele, stelevlen man fejl. Lad for to eller mat så pis i matu. Sejner, lad for to eller mat fader. Tino matau, for lad så det sejler. Hilse sig for lad. Bødjaver på bømmerne jeg så.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to
Not as much as it hurts to look at...
Always making this.
And you're always trying to...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important.
Oloi bo bopawe. Mopu far konuekek ujbar no barke. Papa mofobak. Mopu.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace. Out-of-Date will be waiting for you. Regardless, you'll meet again. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. Right between the eyes. Hack and slash. All fired up. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He can see you're a free spirit, so he'll let you in.
Zata is de moi tot loho. Kariesne zdace. Paro, ja put.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other... Sometimes one memory can make another come to... Your Muma invented one... Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you. Their kin must put an end to the war before war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
tloho. Skuni.
Even if you see the world,
Paro, iglis moi toksada. Sarfeta.
once you've conquered the rivals out,
Tel novasi ale tloho. Yeti rikle.
seeing you brings back his...
Vlada yaput. Yeti rikle. O visoko dolatsi ni zanakas piti ves yeti rikle. Ariesnes zivo.
He can't blame you for not remembering. The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Said, smarten up. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially. Deformed and unfurred. It's becoming terminal. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see.